Heyo!
Hello.
Hi guys, we put out the call. Send us your questions, and you did not disappoint. Nola over here was just asking me a question. She said, "What's your favorite thing to do?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she goes, "I think I know what it is. Grocery shopping." I said, "You think grocery shopping, huh?" So that was the question number one. I don't know the answer though. My favorite thing.
Favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do? What the heck?
Someone's having a drag race down the road.
Okay, in the middle of broad daylight?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite thing to do?
I like to go bike riding with the kids. That's fun. We haven't done it in a while, but I like it when we play tennis too.
Oh, I love it when we play tennis. It's been a really long time.
That's a lot of
I
fun.
need a tennis skirt.
That's right. You need new tennis clothes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, sounds like we're going shopping.
But
Okay.
you like to go to the gym.
I like to go to the gym. I like
Yeah.
to lift weights. It's getting there,
Yeah.
guys. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. That's amazing. Holy smokes.
I'm actually only doing upper body like twice a week. And I was feeling rather weak this week. Things that I could do like last week and the week before. I'm like, why do these feel so hard? But it's just how it is. Up and down, up and down.
But you're just steadfast and persevere.
Oh my word, it's wonderful. Would you like to start off with our actual questions from the people?
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Here's question number one. How did you get into creating videos? What advice do you have for someone who's interested in doing this? Well, what a great question.
That is a great question.
You want to tell them how we got into it?
Yeah, we started 5 years ago, and when we started, I guess we probably didn't really know what we were doing either. We just started making.
No, we didn't know we were doing it. I look back on those first videos.
Yeah.
First few years, I'm embarrassed.
No, there's no need.
Oh, I mean, you learn. Hopefully,
Yeah.
they've gotten a lot better. But wow.
Yeah, you just learn, and you kind of slowly get better, and
That would be the advice. Just do it. If you want to do it, and know that your first 100 videos are all about you learning and growing as a person. So every time you do one, go, how can I make that better? What about that could have been better?
right.
Don't stop. Once you stop, it's over. You can't get better.
And if anybody tells you, "Oh, here's this formula, and if you do this and this and this, you'll be," probably don't listen to that person.
Don't listen. It's
Yeah.
not, it worked for them.
Just be
Maybe.
yourself.
100% be yourself.
You gotta be yourself, and then just do what you want to do, and then
And
persevere. Keep doing it. Do what you want to do.
when you want to give up,
Don't
just keep doing it.
just keep doing it. Yeah,
And when you're tired, just keep doing it.
and you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, but you just have to keep doing it and getting better, whatever that means. Like you get better at thumbnails, you get better at titles,
Yeah.
you get better at content, you get better at not caring what anybody thinks.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah,
And
you also have to do that too.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah.
how did you get into creating videos? Yeah, we were going to start a church at the time, and so we thought, oh, we could have like our own little, this is how we're doing it. And then that didn't pan out, and it just turned into other things. That was kind of the start.
Yeah.
It was
and
sort
then-
of like, oh, this would be silly and fun.
Yeah, it was called Planting Birches.
Yeah, because we were gonna plant a church, and we're the birches,
Our last name is Birch, and but we're also like
raising birches.
raising birches.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay. How is progress on building the new house?
Well, we got a plan
Yep.
down, what we want to build. Now we're just kind of waiting for the right time to start building. So
We were gonna start building now,
now we
and
decided to
when we kind of talked through everything with the builder, we're like, you know what? It's not quite the time yet, so
Yeah.
it's on hold.
Yeah.
But that's okay,
yeah,
right?
yeah, because we still eventually we do need an extra bedroom. So
Every time I
Yeah.
keep thinking, well, we'll just stay where we're at, and then I think, no,
No.
it's so bedroom wise, we're not in a good situation.
So we got the floor plan down. We got the place where we're gonna go. We think, and so yeah. Now we're just kind of we got everything worked out with the bank, all that stuff. So now we're just kind of waiting for the right moment to put a shovel in the ground. There you go.
Yep. I love all your earrings. My question is, how many earrings do you have? I have this little earring bag, or like a jewelry bag. I would say 12 to 16 pairs of little cheap earrings. These are just my little Target earrings, friends. I mean, some of them are a little fancier than that little boutique that my sister-in-law has bought earrings for me. Or different family members, but most of them are just the good old Target. And then when I have a pair and then I lose one or something happens to it, I just go rebuy the same pair later on down the road. Because I just am that way. But yeah, and I try to wear them all, really. Because I just love them. Oh, this is an interesting question. Unfortunately, it's not for you, it's for me.
Yay.
What are the pros and cons of being an extra tall woman? Go gadget arms, I can reach so many things. That's a pro. What are the other pros of being really tall? I can see in the crowd when I'm looking for something. When I hold my children, they can see high above in the crowd.
Yeah.
I can walk very fast.
I can tell people that I married up.
That's such a pro for you. See, this was about you then.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah. The cons...
It's the bright side of, yeah.
I love the bright side. The cons would be, I don't really feel that there are any cons now, but when I was younger, finding clothes that were long enough for my inseam, that really wasn't a thing that people were doing, creating pants with a good long inseam in them. So I really struggled with that. And now, to wear your pants slightly above your ankle is no problem. So I have pants that go way down to the ground, I got pants that go above my ankle, and I just don't care. Sometimes dresses can be a bit short too, but other than that, any cons? No, not really. When I was younger, I felt out of place a lot, I think. And I had a lot of very petite girls in my school. But then my friends also, I had several that were my height, so it made me feel better. But not until high school. Before that, I was just, I just felt very out of place. But now, Here I am, baby, take me.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You are in the stores so much. Do you have a lot of requests to reach items that are up high? Not too often, but occasionally a little old lady will come along. Can you get that for me? And I think it's less that it's too high up, but maybe she's not quite strong enough to get it. But I'm always happy to do that. I am curious what kind of work you and Markie did before. Markie in quotation marks.
I worked for the government for about 10 years.
He was a spy.
No, I wasn't a spy.
There was rumors on this channel for a long time that he was a spy. I didn't start that rumor, somebody else did. But I just thought I'd bring it back up again.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
Well, so that's what I did for about 10 years. Then I worked for a nonprofit for about 10 months. Yeah.
And now?
And now?
Here we are together.
Here we are. Now I'm writing and
writing and YouTubing.
Editing,
yes.
Editing,
Also, with your talents, curious, what have you done besides singing in Starbucks?
You were a nanny.
Yes, I did the majority. You know what? I know this is weird. Talents, like I'm really good at cleaning. When I have the time for it, I'm a very deep cleaner, and I used to have my own cleaning business. I also worked for a cleaner, like a woman that cleaned, I guess. She had her own business. That's where I learned all my tricks of the trade. And I nannied, so I did a lot of that and worked with special needs children. And
your special talent is finding things. You can find anything.
I can literally find. That is my talent. I tell my children this. I tell you. God gave me this talent of being able, you lose something, don't worry, I'm going to help you find it. I've almost always found everything.
Me? I can't find anything.
Nothing.
It's like right in front of my face.
Right there. I'll say, oh, it's in the drawer. He looks in the drawer, he's like, I can't find it. I literally open the drawer. It's right there.
Why can't I see it?
Right there. But you know what? People always say, oh, men can't find things. I think it's true. There must be something about your brain because even the boys, where?
It's not like right in front
Where?
of us.
I send Johanna to go find something, boom, she's got it.
Yeah.
She's got it. You guys are made to be hunters. How can you not find it?
I don't know. We're not good at yeah, I don't know.
I guess
it's a mystery.
You just need me.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get enough cash back to pay for the extra cost of Plus membership? So I asked on the Groceries channel for them to ask questions, and we would put it on this as well, just so we had more variety and excitement. And 100% yes, the Plus membership pays for itself, and we get extra money every month to go toward whatever we want, whether we're paying for more groceries, which is pretty much 100% of the time what we do. Yes, it totally
worth it.
Totally worth it. Now, if you're only buying like a thing of napkins a year, no, that's obviously not going to do you any good. But if you're doing a lot of shopping there, super important or super helpful. Question, do either of you have any cavities? And if so, how many?
In my entire life, I've had one cavity.
Tell them what happened.
Well, they went to go do the filling, and they put the filling in too far, and they got it into the root. So they were like, well, they did the filling wrong, so now you gotta have a root canal.
And then they're like, oh, and then you're gonna pay for it too.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay. Because I guess dentistry is a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of a...
Yeah, they told Meghan that when they're doing fillings, it's a little bit of guesswork. Like they don't exactly know how far to go in sometimes.
Which I guess would make sense. You
Yeah.
can't really know until you know. And then you were in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You couldn't sleep. And I thought, this is... Okay, so let me tell you about Can I tell you about my problems?
Well, my dentist said that his brother did his filling, and he did the same thing to him. He did the filling in too far, and it touched the root.
And have you had any more problems?
No, but and so my dentist had to have a root canal because his brother kind of messed up the filling. Yeah. All right, go. What were you gonna say?
Can I tell you my problems now?
Yeah, tell us.
I had a baby. He's now almost 13 years old. One day I awoke after he was born and I said, oh, my mouth hurts so bad. So I went to the dentist. You know what they told me? Meghan, you have 7 cavities. Never had a cavity in my life. Look at these pearly whites. Well, semi-pearly. Never in my life. So actually, no, I'd had one. And the one place I went, they like blast it with, it reminds me of sand, and then they fill it. So they tell me, oh, so we're gonna have to numb you up and give you medicine, whatever. And I was like, why? Because I didn't have that before. They're like, well, we have to drill in there. I said, no, I don't want any medicine. I don't want any shots. Yeah. So they did it all with nothing. There were a few times that I thought, and I could feel all the holes with my tongue before they filled them. So they filled them all up.
Wow.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That was quite the experience.
Did they ever explain why?
So supposedly, sometimes after pregnancy, your body just goes cuckoo, which mine did in many other ways. But my teeth, they just were depleted, I guess, and got weak. And it was like, here comes the cavities. Because I'm an obsessive brusher, just a little bit. I probably brush my teeth like 4 times a day. I don't know why.
4 times a day?
I don't want any, I can't stand the feeling of fuzziness or things in my teeth. And I go out and about a lot of places. We got to refresh. Can you smell my breath now? Is it okay?
Beautiful.
Great. Oh, golly. Okay. Does anyone in the family... Oh, did either of you wear braces?
No, I did not. You did?
Sure done did. When I was 6 years old, I had a mouth expander because I had big old teeth, but a tiny little mouth at a very high roof. So they did the expander, I got the whole split in between my teeth. I had so many retainers and they're so itty bitty, it was so cute. But then when I was, I think, was it 8th grade? I had braces. And then I didn't wear my retainer after my braces were off. Like once I got to like 18, 19 years old, I stopped wearing my retainer. Yeah. I didn't know it was so important. And I even had a cemented in bar behind here. And even those teeth shifted. And I just started noticing how much my teeth were shifting. So we had Invisalign. And it was, it made me so happy.
Invisalign, yeah.
Yeah, it worked out so great. And you had Invisalign as well?
Yep, I did. It worked out great. My bottom teeth were crowded.
Yeah.
And so it totally fixed that in like...
Not long.
10 months.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was a little bit painful those first few weeks. I thought, how am I ever going to eat again?
Yeah.
But it all worked out. Okay, next question. You sat back though, so now I got to sit back.
All right.
Or we're going to look funny. Next question. Does anyone in the family have phobias or superstitions?
Superstitions? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Phobias? Izzy says he's afraid of insects. But I don't think so, probably.
He had a cicada one time. Anybody familiar with cicadas? We were taking a walk, and around August time, cicadas here are out of control. And this cicada, I guess, just came at him, and so ever since then, it doesn't know. It's not trying to attack him. It's just having a ding-dong moment. Oh, where am I going? What am I doing? And he just happened to be there at the exact same time.
What about you?
I don't have phobias. No, not really. I mean... No. There's
No.
things I don't prefer. I do not ever want to go on a roller coaster. I have zero
Oh yes,
desire.
that's what it is. Roller coaster.
Probably roller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're scared of roller coasters.
Terrified. Sweating.
Slides,
Slides.
merry-go-rounds, like anything you don't like.
Merry-go-rounds? I mean, I've been on the teacups at Disney World.
Yeah.
Anyway. Have you two traveled outside the USA together?
Together, no. Separately, yes. Megan's been to Ireland, England,
Guatemala,
Guatemala,
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
I was born in Germany, so I've been to Austria and Holland and Germany.
Yeah, born
What
in
about
Germany.
you? Yeah.
I've been to Sicily, Rome, London, and Ireland.
Well, I did go on a cruise when I was 17. I don't know if this would really count, but we stopped in Grand Cayman, Cancun, and Jamaica. I went horseback riding, no saddle. What is that called? Bareback, in the ocean in Jamaica, and it was. Whew,
Fun?
there was well, it's just painful, and you have nothing to hold on to. There's no straps. It was just this thin little thing over the top of the horse, and wow, it was something. What was your favorite vacation as a kid?
I think when we went to, for me, is when we went to Colorado. We
Really?
went to the Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, it was fun.
Ooh. I lived in Colorado. I never went there. That's sad.
Yeah, we did horseback riding,
Ooh.
snowmobiles,
Ooh.
skiing.
Oh my word.
I got, I had a blood vessel break in my
Yes, I know this.
somewhere, and I got a bloody nose, and it was like bowls of blood.
You had to go to
that
the
was coming
hospital.
out. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's great.
Other than that, it was great. My favorite vacation probably was the cruise when I was 17.
A cruise.
It was just fun. I met a girl there from New York, and we hung out a lot, and you got to get dressed up one of the nights, and there was like a magician show, and there were pools, and you got to go off and go explore, Grand Cayman and Cancun and Jamaica, and I went horseback riding, and I went out on this boat in the middle of the Atlantic with stingrays everywhere and feeding them because we were on a sandbar in the middle of the ocean. And there was just food everywhere, all the time. Whenever you wanted a drink, whenever you wanted food, there it is. Oh, turn around, oh, there it is. It was just so fun. Loved our server, because you sit at the same table every night, you get the same server, so fun. I have pictures with the server. Wish I remembered his name, but I don't.
What is our favorite alcoholic drink? I love a Corona with lime.
Yeah?
That's one of my favorites. I just had, what did we have? A gin and tonic recently. That's pretty good. I like that. And we had a Negroni.
Negroni was very good. It's kind
Yeah.
of got a citrusy flavor to it.
Yeah.
I
Tell
like
them
that.
yours.
Oh, I like an apple martini.
Apple martini.
Now, don't make it. This kind of sounds like we drink a whole lot. We probably have one alcoholic drink a year, if that.
Yeah, we don't really
If
drink
that,
much.
we don't really drink much. But if we have one, those are probably the choices.
Yep.
Oh, I like this. Do you ever think you will take your kids to Germany on a vacation so they can learn what it was like when you lived in Germany as a kid? That would be my dream. That and to take them to England because we've both been and really loved it. But yes, I would love to take them to Germany. One thing that I fear is that I, was there. The last time I was there, I was 9, but I lived there until I was 6. So you have these memories of what it is, and you're thinking, how much of that has changed? Certain things will never change. The castle will always be there, right? Hopefully they still have the bakeries. I don't know. So there's a little part of me that's like, oh, is it gonna ruin the nostalgia? But I still would love for them to go to the Christmas marts, have a schnitzel. Oh, schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Have a pretzel. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Some sauerkraut.
Sure, I'm starting to like sauerkraut.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel with Spätzle. Oh, we've got a lot here. Will you be showing the house process? Okay, we already talked about when it actually happens. Yes. Can you do a video, either a song or take me to church when you sing? We can't take you to church necessarily. So the thing about YouTube is that there would be a lot of copyright stuff. But could we do a video where we sing a song? Yeah, we're thinking about doing that. Hopefully we can. Oh, Markie, this is for you.
I've heard you say okay, so I've heard you say that you have a slow metabolism. You talked about also being a slow driver.
To whom do you give credit for your quick mind?
Very quick mind.
Well, we're not that quick. That took a long time to read. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just an oddity, I guess.
You are the best kind.
Yeah.
You got a good brain on you. I like it.
A good brain?
Marcus is just like, you're just everything, aren't you?
No.
You are. You're
Nope.
so wonderful.
Nah.
So smart and wise and just level-headed.
Average.
No.
Average Joe.
Fully above average in every way. Okay, what's your favorite, Sam's or Costco?
I don't think we have a favorite, do we?
No. Here's the thing, Costco we have to drive to, so I don't get there as often for like a quick pickup.
Our Costco is about an hour and 15 minutes away.
Yeah, so we drive there every week. And Sam's Club is like 5 seconds away.
Yeah, really quick. Yeah.
So it's very like easy to get to, and I can get things there quickly. But they both just have things that are different and that are really unique to their own.
Yeah.
So I like them both. Okay, do you and Marcus come from big families? How many siblings do each of you have? Go ahead, dear.
I have one sister, Megan.
So I have a very blended family,
Yeah.
and there are 9 of us.
Yeah.
I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters, ranging from 10 years older than me to 18 years younger than me. We're very blended, very exciting. Never have we all been together at the exact same time. Never. The oldest 6 have. The youngest, if you include me, the youngest 4. And then sprinkled in here and there with some others, but never all 9 of us at the exact same time. It's very interesting.
9. Wow.
I know it. The most that ever lived all together would be 4 of us at one time that I can recall. Yes. Does Markie have input on your grocery list / menu planning, or are you flying solo when it comes to that? Pretty much I'm saying, Markie, what should I buy? Right?
You do say that a lot.
Yeah, tell me what to buy.
Sometimes, yeah. I try to give good suggestions, but a lot
You're
of
very
times-
good at them. No. We have come up with so many great ideas.
Yeah.
I would rather you just
But-
tell me what you want and I'll get that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I try to be helpful.
You
I
are
don't know if it is
helpful. Yes, you are. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes he's a little more on the sweetie treats.
Hey, buy some Pringles.
Buy some Pringles. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are consuming the sweetie treats all the time either.
I don't really, I guess I don't eat a lot.
No.
No.
Oh, here we go. How do you stay so positive, energetic, and motivated? Any tips or tricks for someone not easily motivated? Am I all that positive?
I think so, yeah.
Really? In
But-
real life?
Yeah, but nobody's like positive all the time, you know.
That's true. You can't, that's not a reality.
That's not like a realistic thing.
I guess I don't always, people say that a lot, oh, you're so positive. I don't always feel like I am, because I'm thinking all the thoughts.
Well, I think you are mostly.
Really?
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm mostly positive.
I'm gonna trust that you're not just saying that for them, but you're being true.
No, that's true. I
Okay.
just think the idea that somebody can be positive all the time is kind of like unrealistic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not realistic, but
But if I'm not feeling positive, like, and I have stuff to do, you know me, I want to get it done.
he just
So-
does it. There is no question in his brain.
Yeah.
You know how you lay there and you're like, should I do this today? Should I do that? Mark's like, I'm gonna do this, and then he does it. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know there was an option.
Well, I think it doesn't take as long as you think if you
It
just
never
go do
does.
it.
I know,
It
that's
takes
true.
a long time
If you don't,
keep putting it off.
that's true. So that's very motivating for me, actually, to see how you just do it.
Yeah. But you also do that. You also can just do things if you really, really.
I would say the
Yeah.
thing that keeps me not doing something the most is thinking, how many times will I be interrupted or stopped? And so if I think that's going to be too much, I won't do it.
Yeah.
And if I know that I can get it done and be really focused, watch out. Here we go. How do you stay energetic? I think that's partly me. I'm a doer. I just like to do. I don't like to sit. Because then I get sleepy. And then it's over. I always...
Yeah, like once you sit down on the couch, you're like...
It's done. Hey, you want to watch a movie? Yeah. I cannot. Any tips or tricks for someone not easily motivated? You know, motivation comes and goes, and I learned this recently from some different people I follow that are into weightlifting and exercising, and I love that they said, I rarely feel motivated necessarily. In the beginning of anything, you might feel motivated for a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, but then it's just like, I just know that I don't want this to be stressing me anymore, or I don't want this to be a thought anymore, or I want to be able to accomplish this, so then you just do it.
Yeah. You also don't have to be motivated
No,
to do so.
I didn't know that till recently.
Yeah.
Did you know that? I always thought, what's wrong with me if I don't feel motivated to do X, Y, Z? Here's the freedom. Say it again.
What?
You don't have to be motivated. You just do it.
Like growing up, I knew, like I had a friend whose dad was he was a Major League Baseball player. And like growing up as a kid, you think, oh my goodness, this is the dream job. You get to play baseball for a living. And like one day he told us, he was like, a lot of times we are not motivated to go out and play 9 innings of baseball. Get there at 2 o'clock.
And be there till late.
And you're not gonna get done. You're not gonna get out there till like 10, 11 o'clock. He was like, there is actually a lot of days where they're not motivated, but it's their job.
Yeah, and there has to be some delight in it that you would be willing.
Yeah,
hopefully.
But it's just kind of like the idea, like every day you have to feel like doing something to do it. You don't actually.
That like set me free, that idea. I had no idea that you didn't have to be motivated to do stuff.
Yeah, you can still do stuff and not be motivated to do it.
I had no idea.
Because that's normal, really. I mean, the idea that every day you're going to wake up and feel great.
Here we go, guys. Have you guys ever seen the Lego movie? With, what's the guy's name, Jojo? Emmett. And he's like, yeah, we're doing today. Like, he's just always... I wish.
A real, like, human experience is, a lot of days you just don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyway just because it has to be done, And that's kind of, like, probably a better reason to do something is that it has to be done for... Because if you think about it, you don't really do things because... you're motivated to do it. You do it because somebody else needs you to do it, or it's like an external thing that it needs to be done. Because if you don't do it, there's going to be,
there's a consequence for it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of more normal. And then on the days where you are feeling good and motivated, great.
Watch out on the days I'm feeling motivated.
Yeah,
watch out. Right.
Yeah, take those days and be thankful for them, but also don't feel bad if you're not motivated. It's not.
Goodness, this was great. I'm feeling so motivated now. Thank you. I really am. Was there anything you did or take that provides you with more energy? Yes. I got my health under control. I don't know how long you've been following, but my health was in a bad way, and I was so tired and so. But when I did some serious health changes since last July. And that has changed everything, and now I'm just a million times better. Not perfect. There's still ebbs and flows, but yeah, so good. I think I could put that in the description box, like the whole health journey, and you can see kind of what all has gone on in the last year. Who is the hot dude with you? This is Marcus Russell Birch. I love the person that wrote under that. Her husband, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said, can you give us some sourdough recipes? Yeah, I'll put those in the description box. I've been making sourdough now since 2020. I found my mom's sourdough bread cards. We thought they were lost, so it's in her handwriting. And they just happened to be in a cookbook that my dad gave me. And when I found them, it was just... my heart was so happy. And then I've since upgraded to artisanal sourdough and
Oh my goodness.
But
throwing out the artisanal word.
Oh my word. So I did 12 loaves in 2 weeks trying to kind of figure out how to make sourdough because I was really determined, and then I made a whole video on it. So I will let you know. I'm gonna pop back over to the to the Meghan Birch channel, and we have more questions.
Maybe it is cloudy. I keep thinking it's smoke.
I mean, it does look very hazy. It's not.
I think it must be cloudy. Maybe it's just cloudy.
Maybe. Oh, they want to know. Love both your channels. Question: how did Markie get so lean after you said he lost weight in his 30s? How'd you lose your baby fat?
I don't know. I just did.
I know how you did it.
Well, it wasn't from exercise, I can tell you that.
Actually, you were exercising.
I don't know.
You were running a lot, and.
But I weighed more than when I ran.
Yeah, you did, but that was the start. This was like years in the making, really. Intermittent fasting was really the biggest thing that changed, and it got rid of a lot of health issues. Used to get hay fever every year, don't get that anymore. Used to have a lot of neck and shoulder pain, and had to take muscle relaxers, and just had a lot of pain with that. All of that gone for the most part. I mean, every now and again you get like a little flare up.
Yeah, I mean, I really just went by what I felt like.
Yeah.
And I kind of started to realize, I don't feel great when I eat breakfast. I feel like breakfast for me was an overrated meal, so I just kind of cut back, and then eventually I just didn't eat breakfast anymore, and that really helped. So yeah, I don't know. I guess my body just kind of changed, and the things that I needed maybe when I was a teenager, I just didn't need to do anymore.
Yeah. And then little snacks that you used to have all the time. I don't know that you purposefully did it, but then you just sort of like, I'm not really into that. And that helped too.
Yeah, but it wasn't like all at once. It was like
years.
Over a decade, I just kind of started cutting some things out, and then. But again, I have a weird body, so I don't know.
Do you?
I don't imagine that would probably work for a lot of people.
And women folk, let me just tell you what. I've done the intermittent fasting thing. Just make good choices. It can be beneficial and helpful, but also our bodies are different than you men folk.
They are, yeah.
Very different, so think about that.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and my men's bodies are pretty much just like this.
Women are like
every day. Like we wake up and we feel the same every.
Can you imagine, ladies?
Day.
Can you imagine it?
We feel the same.
I'm so happy for you.
But women, you don't feel the same every day.
It's so wrong. And then you think, oh, I've mastered it. Like I've figured out my hormones or my cycle, and then it's like, guess what? All that you thought, wrong, gone. Oh, Markie, now we're gonna get deep. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Do you and Markie ever argue?
Argue, I would say on rare occasions we have disagreements, and it's more like we're just kind of disappointed in each other more than arguing. Yeah, just kind of like, or we'll go through like little days where it's just like, we're not really on the same page.
Nope. And we're just maybe a little sassier.
Yeah.
Maybe a little, we have gone through times where we just don't talk a little bit, but I think more so now.
But then in the end, Meghan comes around. She can't resist me.
Unbelievable.
Just joking.
No, I don't like conflict, so I don't
either. But.
No, but I'm usually the one that fixes it first, so.
Yeah, you are.
You're getting better at that, though.
Yeah.
But we sort of, if we're not on the same page so much, we sort of look at each other and we're like, this is dumb, and then we hug.
And then we'll have a stare down like
that. Yes, it's true. Or
we'll invade each other's space.
Yes.
When there's distance, you cut that out by just getting right up in the other person's space when they don't want to be around you.
Yes.
And you just kind of force them into your presence.
Yes.
And then she'll start laughing.
And then I'm like, yeah. Or if we're irritated with each other, we can be laughing like this, but you can definitely feel the irritation, and then we're like, I want to punch you.
It's usually she's irritated with me.
What?
Like I did.
No, false.
No, yeah.
No. He tries to act like he's never been irritated with me. That is not a human thing, to never get irritated with somebody.
But it's usually I've done something.
Yeah, you do everything wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
I did something to bother you.
No, I'm like, little, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, we
Or
really.
you'll ask me a question with a preferred answer that you're looking for, and I don't quite give you the right answer that you were looking for. It'll be like, hey, what did you think about this? And then I'll give my honest opinion. You're like, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. Try again.
Yeah, so you seem like the perfect couple, don't have any differences. Oh, I mean, I think we do have less differences now than we used to, but we're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I don't think we enjoy fighting, we don't enjoy arguing, we don't enjoy being mean to each other.
No.
Like some relationships, maybe people are mean all the time to each other. I don't know.
But
we like to smile and be
right, yeah. But we'd also would never It's like we would never air our dirty laundry
Yeah.
in front of somebody or belittle each other.
Yes.
We'd never bigger in public or we don't really do
No, I'd be so sad.
that. Yeah.
To throw you under the bus.
Yeah, we don't try to instigate each other at all.
Yeah.
We don't try and I don't try and push your buttons or anything like that.
Except for there was a time when things kept getting left open in the kitchen, and I'm like, I just had to ask point blank, are you doing this on purpose?
Yeah.
And he's like, what? This was years ago.
The thermostat is kind of Meghan just find.
Oh my word, the other day I was so hot, and I'm like, I am sweating. What is the temperature? It was 77 degrees in the house. And the way our thermostat works, we gotta keep it at 74 or the house is sweltering.
I like it.
He likes hot.
I like it warmer. Yeah.
And I am having a heat stroke.
But I don't ever try to purposefully instigate you or irritate you. Although sometimes I just kind of do every now and then. Sometimes.
Well, I know I irritate you too, but I think we can laugh about it for the most part, right?
Yeah, but I'm not really a messy person.
No, he just takes care of his stuff. He's not really messy. He doesn't really do things to be irritating. I just like you.
Yeah. Well, I had to learn once I moved out from my parents' house, how to take care of stuff and clean up.
Although,
because when I was living with, when I had roommates, we didn't really do that.
Okay,
it was pretty dirty.
It was so dirty. No soap in the bathroom, no towel. It looked like it had never been washed in a good 5 years. I walk in one day, I said, what have you guys been up to today? And they go, oh, we've been cleaning. Nothing looked different from the time that I was there before. And I said, what were you cleaning? Because nothing looks any different.
Yeah. But I don't like her having to clean up after me. I don't like that at all.
No, I don't clean up after you. Like if you shave or something, there's nothing there.
I want to...
The bathroom's picked up after you take a shower.
Yeah.
You're a proper human.
But I don't want you bringing me stuff. I mean, every now and then I'll ask you.
Oh yeah, you don't really ask me to do stuff for you, which actually makes me a little bit sad. Actually, when we first got married, that really did bother me.
It did?
Yes, because I was like, do you even need me for anything? Can I not do anything for you? Nothing? Nothing makes you happy that I do?
Yeah.
Not that he was sad, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do things to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nothing.
And I had nothing.
He got nothing. But now, if he's like, hey, could you pick me up yes, don't I tell you that? I'm like, oh, I would love to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, pick me up a coffee?
Yes, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
But if you were like, get me this, well, then we'd have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Any more?
Oh, I'm trying. What's the name of your other channel? This was 4 days ago. The Grocery Lady.
She is the only grocery lady.
It's true.
The one and only.
It's true. It's true. I hope I got all these. I felt like I saw more questions earlier, and now I don't see them. Okay, let me just scroll a little tiny bit more. I never saw this one. My general question is, do you have a special recipe for your pumpkin muffins? Yes! I'll put that down below. I will put that down below. What's your family's favorite summer treat to beat the heat? Oh, those frozen
ices.
ices.
Oh, we also get out the water table.
Oh yeah, we do get out the water table a lot.
And they play around. They have water guns. They'll play around with those. They did that yesterday.
Oh my word, it was so funny. I loved hearing them screaming outside. I was inside. I didn't want to get wet, but it was fun to hear them all having fun, throwing stuff at each other.
We have a huge bucket of water guns.
Water blasters.
Blasters, yeah.
Oh, I knew there was another one. Cell phones for your kids, yes or no? And do you require a certain age to get one? And if so, is your family an Apple or Android family? That is very, what would you say when something's very, not poignant,
Poignant.
no, what's the word? Very
Relevant?
relevant question, because we have one. This would be our first child to get a cell phone. He doesn't have one yet. It's our oldest. He'll be 13 in July. And he's starting to have connections with friends where they chat on my phone. So I can see everything that they're chit-chatting about.
Yeah.
And we kind of just said, this was our rule, when you need a cell phone, you'll get one. And so whatever that is, because that could be different for every child. And there's lots of limitations. We don't do social media for our kids. And it's not just like a free-for-all. And there's, I think, being able to watch everything and say, well, this is how we use it, and blah, 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 blah. But Israel is going to be getting one. It's
Like
time for him to be able to communicate if he's away from us and to communicate with his friends.
So we're trying to find him like just a basic,
Yes.
like almost like an analog. It's not an analog, but like just a phone.
Phone.
To
It doesn't
contact
have,
us, yeah.
So that would be.
He can talk to us through the computer. He could text us through the computer. He's done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we were in Chicago and Marcus's dad was here with all the kids, he started talking to us and that's when we practiced that. But we're an Apple family, so we have an Apple phone, an iPhone.
Marcus, how were you able to drive in Florida? Fine, I guess. I thought it was. How did I do?
You did great. On the way home, I wanted him to go a little faster, more like the speed limit, and put that. We talked about he's a little on the slower side. But lately, you've been going more the speed limit, and people still get upset with you.
Yeah, I get a lot of this. I get a lot of this in my rearview mirror.
Yeah, today we were driving, and you were going the speed limit, and somebody was like, "Not fast enough."
Nope, you're going 75. I need to go 85.
Yeah. So I said,
so yeah, driving in Florida was fine. I don't mind at all. The traffic. The thing is you just use Apple Maps. You put in where you want to go. It'll tell you the fastest way to get there based on the traffic.
Yes, based on the traffic. That's so cool.
Yeah, it'll reroute you. It'll tell you which way is fastest with the current traffic. And so you just put it in, and then you don't even worry about it. You just get there when you get there.
Yeah.
And that makes it really easy.
Somebody else wanted to know if we ever get in arguments. You seem so compatible, not compatible, and laid back. Everybody says I'm laid back.
Yeah.
Am I so? No, they're talking about you.
Me?
Yeah. No, we're pretty chill relationship-wise. We like to just be happy and have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus, have you ever considered a comic strip?
A comic strip?
Yeah, you're a writer. Would you ever think a comic strip?
No, I've never even thought about that.
No, me either.
But they gotta be really humorous. I mean, they gotta be funny. I don't know. I think usually people who do that, don't they draw them? I'm not really great at drawing. I can't draw anything besides stick figures.
Oh, I'm just now seeing this. Can you show us some pictures, wedding pictures of you and Marcus? Maybe I'll do that the next time, and I'll be more prepared. Sorry about that. Is Markie just so laid back all the time? Does he get upset or crazy? Never crazy. I've never seen this man crazy. Is he laid back all the time? Yeah.
A lot of times, most of the time.
Yeah, he has a moment where maybe he's a little more.
My resting heart rate is about 43.
That's true. That is true.
That is true.
You might need a pacemaker at some point.
I'm alive.
He is alive, which is great. But yes, it's very laid back. Very laid back.
It is what it is.
It's always.
I'm the dude.
Yeah.
I'm the dude.
The dude? Okay.
The duder. The duderino.
The duder.
The duderino. I'm the duderino. What's that from The Big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski? I don't know.
You're Lebowski. I'm the dude, man. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. That's just like your opinion, man. And he's got his sunglasses on and he's just The guy's lecturing.
Okay.
You've never seen that, have you?
No, I have no idea. Well, I think those are our questions, folks.
Good
that was
question.
a lot. Yes, I love all the questions. It's very interesting to chat with you and then to chat with all of you.
Yes. Yeah, because
So-
it kind of gets you thinking, oh, I haven't thought about that before.
Never thought about comic strips. Never thought about
Yeah.
whatever it is. So check the description box. We'll put, I'm saying this to remind myself, sourdough recipes, pumpkin muffin recipes, and the health videos journey through all of that, which has helped me a ton. Anything else you want to say, dear?
Nope. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
We'll see you here next time.
Next time. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye, guys.